We are going to watch Battleground.
Well, looks like SmackDown is done for USA Network. Going to move to Fox now. And because of that, we're shutting down Smarkdown here on Tuesday nights. Of course, we're not going anywhere for Marked Out Podcast. We're going to be right here doing what we normally do, reacting to the wrestling shows of the week. We're going to end up covering it all. But Smarkdown has to go away on Tuesday night. So why don't you mark out with us one last time on Tuesdays?
We are going to watch Battlegrounds, drink some Diet Pepsis, and talk about the Ascension.
I'm not angry. What the?
The longest-running weekly overproduced, under-talented, episodic, sometimes echoing, often infighting wrestling podcast.
And welcome to episode number 437 of the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. This is Smarkdown. I will say it one last time as we make our exit from Tuesdays. Gonna be broadcasting as we do normally on Tuesdays, but now on Wednesdays. Joining me is my co-host across the table. What is up, Bionic Mark? Brian.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Right? That's how I feel right now.
Oh, you're playing some like ASPCA shit.
Yeah, man. Fucking final Smarkdown. That's it. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us.
It's
sad. It's exciting.
I'm surprised it's as sad for you. I know you came back to the brand, but you dogged the shit out of me and my other co-host tonight, Medine, when we first formed the Smarkdown brand. What's up, maybe, Medine?
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so.
It is. You don't need to be Weezer to say it.
I couldn't believe it. I don't.
Is that why you came out of
that
retirement?
Yeah, that is why I decided to grace all of you with my presence. Good evening, but a sad one indeed. Melancholy, bittersweet, so many different adjectives. Oh wow. The end of an era.
It is definitely the end of an era, but we are going to have our wacky waving inflatable wrestling show coming to Mondays where we recover SmackDown and Raw. And then on Wednesdays, we're going to do the squash, Brian, reacting to NXT and AEW. The squash premieres next week.
Next Wednesday. We're going on right after. Same thing that we usually do on Mondays
8 to 10.
Tuesdays. Right.
It's basically the Tuesday night show is covering two shows now on Wednesday. Same start time. 10:20, 10:30.
Yeah.
And then, the Rawsome brand is going to be merged into the Smarkdown brand to create our wacky waving inflatable wrestling show on Mondays. I'm very excited about both those because now we get to react to two different shows on the same night, and even better, Brian, we don't have to commit 4 nights
That's
to 4 shows.
Well, I wouldn't mind it. I'm not complaining. Are you? I think you are.
I don't know. It's rough.
It's a lot of wrestling. It's a lot of wrestling.
You're not technically single, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Who's our ring lieutenants on the board?
Let's see. We got the Hardley Boys up there.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while. Bang Bus GM, Justin Reside, Stike Leather, and yeah, they're all kind of coming in there slowly. Tuesdays are weird, right? The stream isn't set up like it is on Mondays, so
yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Before we get into tonight's reaction, I know this is a final show, so I apologize if it's not the normal reaction that we would give. But we're gonna be like Brian singing the Arms of the Angels song here. This is the house that I brought. This is the house that I named. This is the one that I built. The Jew that leads the crew. Me, Medine, and Kiera started it.
No,
sorry. Me, Medine, and
no,
Brian and Kiera started it.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yes. and
right.
Medine roasted the shit out of us with
No.
Steve and Rob on Raw. Yes, you did.
No, your show.
You don't remember those
I
days?
thought y'all started it.
Yeah, no, actually, no. You just said it, didn't you?
Yeah,
Right.
you.
Me, Adam, and Kiara.
Yeah. But y'all started it.
Well, we started
You
the shots
roasted us.
fired.
Yeah.
But,
you started.
But
you started
again, I don't
on
want to go
us.
into this too much, but Rob having all the production skills and not even promoting our show, and yet we were still the better show. It's
Yes, you were the better show.
Well, the takedown was on then, so those are some golden years too.
the Golden years.
Yeah,
Golden
I said golden.
Golden. So for those of you that are new here, we're going to play a game of You Good. Very simply, we're going to just run down what happened tonight. Quick take before we get into it, fellas. Tonight, I know it's their last episode on USA, but it felt very go-homey.
Go-homey?
Yeah, like a go-home
Homie
show.
homie
because
don't play
they're going to have to do shots fired, Medine, when it comes to next Friday. I mean, they're going to have to answer whatever happens on Wednesday 2 days later.
It's interesting that their main event next week had no hype this week.
It had a promo package.
That's it.
They showed a recap video. Brock's not going to show up here.
No, but not even Paul Heyman.
What's he going to say?
I don't know. He come out and taunt the New Day after their fucking squash match that they had against
Nah.
the B team.
Nah.
No? Why not?
Nah. It didn't need to be said. You got New Day out on TV. You didn't need to do that. But anyway, let's get it started, Brian.
Let's. Sound effect. Enter.
I don't know why they're not
Come
working.
on, man. What the fuck?
This is what
What?
he does to
No,
me.
this is why Smarkdown is closing shop.
Wow.
Oh.
All right.
Shot's fired.
I didn't say
that
it.
shot's fired.
I didn't
Adam.
say
Anyway, you good? You good? You
Wow.
good? You good? All right, so first off,
Show's over.
let's just cover it right off the bat. Daniel Bryan and Rowan. It starts off with the two of them against each other. Harper gets involved, calls the DQ. Roman comes to make the save, and we're going to get a tag match because of all this.
Well, we think, after all that happens, you cut out a lot, but after all that happens and Daniel Bryan on the – I know you're just summing it up and everything. He's on the floor, and you think that he's going to when Roman reaches out to lift him up, you think that he's going to grab his hand and they're going to embrace. No, he swats it away, thinking that, is he okay? Maybe he's going to be – he's going to –
He wants to make him work for it.
That heel turn. But no, obviously he was just saying, let's – I don't know what the fuck he said.
Medine,
let's go against the former Bludgeon Brothers.
You haven't been here in a while.
No.
Me and Brian kind of talked about it last week, thinking that maybe it could be he just took the beating last week so he could get in good with Roman.
Sure.
But did he take the beating this week too because of that? That was a beating tonight.
It was, and
a true injury in the ropes.
a good opportunity. That looked bad at first, but it was a good opportunity at the end, maybe to after he pushes him off, and then he kind of gets the crowd to say, "Hey, you want to see us?" What did he say? Disrespected? What did he call it when he called the two tag?
Yeah, disrespected.
He said it so weird. He gave him an odd, but either way, that was a great time right there to just say, you know what? Now.
So the Wyatt family, the Bludgeon Brothers, Brian, what are they called now? The heavy metal roadies?
They're not even heavy metal. They've been wearing Cannibal Corpse shirt. Like, they were doing awesome. Now tonight they have
No
more,
name.
Killswitch, Engage.
Killswitch.
That's very
Killswitch
mainstream.
And Hatebreed. I mean, they're heavy bands. They're good. I enjoyed
Just
them.
leave
But
just leave
mainstream.
them without a name. Just leave them as
No, go
the
for
Harper and Rowan.
individuals.
They're just going to always be Harper and Rowan.
Why not?
What about just Eric and Luke? They could be, like, religious,
The Duke boys.
That's too much.
right?
Just them good old boys.
Dress them like fucking, what are those guys?
They could
Friars?
never fit jumping out of the
Never
General
mean
Lee.
no harm.
Friar Eric and Friar Luke.
What?
Yeah.
Come on. The Friars 2000.
Stike says he won by pinfall. That's right. Sorry. Rowan did win by pinfall after a vicious attack.
He caressed Brian's
but then they
leg.
attacked him afterwards.
He caressed Brian's leg.
Anyway.
Brian, did you like that when he caressed
Are you talking
his
to
leg?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about there's a lot of Brian's. It looked like it was – do you guys think that he tried to get his leg tied up like that, or did that just happen?
What's more embarrassing is the fact that Rowan couldn't lift him over the rope to make sure his leg didn't get caught there, lift him high enough. He's
I
a
think
light
that
guy.
was the spot, but
And then the other thing, he because he slammed him and his leg was stuck, Brian, he didn't land as flat as you're supposed to when you take a choke slam type of move. Like you
talking about the move, or
I'm
like
talking
when he was
about
on the ropes?
I'm talking about because you're supposed to land correctly with your back, right? Whenever you take a choke slam type of move, you want to land on your back to take the brunt. You tuck your chin.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Because his foot was caught as he was trying to do that, his body whipped and his head just got rocked.
Man, I don't know.
And a guy's got neck injury. I'm just saying, it looked
brain
bad.
things. I mean, that's why I get like.
And
nervous.
I thought, did we miss something? I thought they were going to come back and fight tonight. So they're going to fight on next Friday?
I guess not at Hell. Not at Hell in the Cell. They're not going to like.
No. Yeah, I thought I was confused by the whole thing though. I thought it was going to be tonight's main event.
No, tonight was the women.
Yeah, sadly they didn't really go back to them.
Yeah. Well, it's okay. It was still a good episode. Pretty good.
Stike wants to talk about Brock and Kofi. Not there yet. We actually aren't going to really talk about them because it was a package. It was a video package.
They did nothing to promote the
New Day
match.
wrestled.
So I'm good here. Medine, do you have anything else on Daniel Bryan, Roman, Harper?
Not really. No.
I mean,
Shout out to Eric Rowan's pants. That was something different, something new, something fresh.
wow.
Wow.
That's okay.
He looked like Skinner.
Okay.
Skinner.
Okay.
Stike says the match is taking place at Hell in a Cell. Tag match.
Why?
Because then Daniel Bryan can turn on Roman, and
no,
he can form the fucking new
Inside,
Wyatts or the new Bryans.
You know what I have to say to that, Brian?
What?
Oh, that's right. Sound
Oh,
effects
yeah,
don't
sound
work.
effects.
You're
None
a
of those
jerk.
fucking sound effects work.
You're a jerk.
Yeah, no, I actually wrote I was going to play. I'm good.
I was
We're going to move on.
confused by it.
So next up, we have Gable. He makes Mike Kanellis tap out. Mike Kanellis, who's like an inch or two taller than him, is calling him short. Medine, you and I aren't abnormally tall, but we're not going to go around person that's an inch or two shorter than us and go, "Hey, short stuff." Right? I mean, this is a weird gimmick.
No, but Elias, when he came on,
Okay, he saved
he
it.
hammered it home.
He saved it.
His song, that shit was hilarious.
Elias, though, Brian, remember, was supposed to fight Gable in the
then
King
he
of the Ring
he
and
was
got
pulled out,
replaced.
right? Yeah. Okay, so I guess they're planting a seed for either next week or this isn't a Hell in a Cell match. Chad Gable versus Elias. Do you think?
I don't even know if it's a TV match.
Well, what the fuck? What do you mean? Yeah, it is. Got to be.
See, that's the thing. Is
You think Elias is just going to pick on him and then he's just going to go a separate way?
no. Obviously, they're going to fight, but I think that both of them are capable of a different feud or capable of real time, and they're not going to give it to him, Brian. They're just not. They're going to. I'm worried this is going to turn into the what was the last Apollo Crews feud? Oh, him and Andrade, which they said, oh, we're going to have the rubber match Friday, and then they waited 2 weeks and then finally did the rubber match when nobody cared.
At least they still had it. They followed through.
I guess. Board saying anything on this? Because I'm pretty good. Mike Kanellis,
Yeah.
Chad Gable, we said it.
Justin's just saying, Kanell's going with the short jokes. Hey, Mike, you tapped out.
You know what, though? We got to see that rollover backward
Chaos theory.
German.
Yeah, that's what he calls it, apparently.
Well, I mean, we see that all the
It
time.
was
Chad
nice.
Gable is a
sure, we
talented
see
guy.
everybody. Sure, we see everybody do that all the time. Sure.
No. We see Chad Gable do it all
No,
the time.
okay, I know. But
Oh,
I'm saying
here we
it's-
go.
It's
We see it
impressive.
do
No.
regardless.
I'm not saying if we're going silver lining, I like the match. I have no problem with that. I like the Elias part. The pre-match, the short jokes, that I thought that was where
I was just talking about the maneuver.
the maneuver's sweet.
What a maneuver.
I think
And
Chad
Elias.
Gable has a great moveset.
Yeah.
I mean,
What's up,
there's
Teddy?
no question there.
Teddy is joining us. on board.
Teddy. He must the
Teddy.
hookers must be off tonight. You know.
What's up, Teddy?
So I'm good. Let's move on.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm glad Medine's back because we're going to talk about Charlotte. I got a name here for tonight's tag team. CNC Wrestling Factory. Carmella and Charlotte going against Boss and Hug.
I don't hate that.
You like it?
I don't hate that.
Okay.
CNC Wrestle Factory?
Yeah, CNC Wrestling Factory.
Oh my God.
If Carmella and Charlotte were a team.
I do
Anyway.
love my 90s techno.
Anyway,
It's not techno. What is it?
Carmella gets knocked out in the middle of it, and Truth runs away with her in the 24/7 championship.
I think that Sasha should have won the 24/7 title because she
Why?
tapped out. She tapped out Carmella.
No, he's saying because she was in a match that
She was in a match.
lost.
She lost.
That technically she should lose the
tapped
belt.
out. She should have lost that belt right there. Sasha should have
But
taken the belt.
they did that stuff when Elias was champion. They would say that, oh, this is not like a
I know,
this is
I know.
a non-sanctioned 24/7
I
match.
know.
And that's also why, Medine, that they all the other women ran out after that.
Right.
I mean,
right,
so
right.
you
I guess.
you know, Seth Rollins was pinned for the tag titles. They didn't make him give up the Universal.
True.
You know, you can't just have every time you're pinned, your belt's suddenly on the line, except for the stupid 24/7.
But that's what I'm saying.
So I guess we might as well, since we're rolled on. Oh, I can't play my sound effects.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about Charlotte though.
The Penny Hill title. Well, yeah, we're gonna get to there. So is Medine? We talked about this last night. Is the new women chasing around? Is that enough to keep this thing fresh?
Right now it is, yeah.
Right now it's night 2.
Right, no, but I'm saying no for the short term. Sure, Boston Hug is interesting. You got some good duos in the women's division, and they're good individually as well. So I think it's fine right now.
But why? Okay, you haven't been here. Why did they bring Sasha back to be back in a tag team fighting for single belts?
Because they're a faction, not a faction, but they're a team. Her and Bayley are a team, so they can do things individually and together.
Right? Why does Luke Harper come back and go back with Rowan?
They're doing a lot of that now. They're
That
teaming
makes no
people
sense,
up.
Brian.
No, it does make sense.
No, the Luke Harper,
Oh,
Rowan.
but
Why does Connor go back to Victor?
they bring back Sasha
Some things just are.
to put over Becky, obviously later, in the Hell in a Cell, but to make her a team with Bayley, turn Bayley heel, it's more interesting for the two of them to be heel, and it just adds a wrinkle to the women's division. You've got a lot of good teams out there and individuals as well.
While Medine is rambling, Brian, do you want to jump in on this topic since you've been talking all on the board? I'll be like Rob here, the way Rob calls me out when I talk to the lieutenants.
What are you talking about? Why?
All right, good one. So I'm good here. I'm ready to move on to the second part of Charlotte. Charlotte is taking the beating, and here comes Becky to make the save.
Oh God!
Yeah,
And why don't they just go ahead and do what I said from the beginning and make this a tag team, both single belts on the line in the cell match with all 4 horsewomen?
that's a lot going on.
Well, why are these? Is Charlotte and Bayley just going to fight on the outside?
Maybe.
Because I don't want to see them have another rematch. I don't want to see it.
Well, it's not going to be in Hell in a Cell.
Then if it's not in Hell in a Cell, then what stipulation are you going to give?
Exploding ring.
We're going to talk about it in a minute,
Exploding
but
ring.
we got a ladder match on tap at
Yep.
the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
And do we know, are they going to do the whole bullshit with the red cage? And are we going to have a blue cage? By God.
I don't know.
Red cage, though. That was
I-
that was like disorienting.
I
to
love
watch.
the old blue cage from Saturday Night Main Event.
Well, yeah, that one had like the big old fucking.
Yeah.
You could fit like your feet in the whole thing.
Yeah,
that was like the big wide. That was like the.
Oh,
like,
the old cage.
Yeah, that was like
the
real.
blue one.
Now they're using like the mesh.
That was steel.
Yeah, now they have something hanging from the ceiling. It's not a real cage.
No.
It's not independently standing. It's just it's like a scoreboard they lower that has dangly things they attach.
Basically.
Let's
see.
What's the board got before we move on from CNC Wrestling Factory?
We got Yorkie on the board joining us.
What did he say? Holy fuck! What happened?
What happened tonight?
Oh, what
To this
happened?
Board. My God. I don't know.
Yeah, Bang Bus, Teddy, Stike holding it down. He must not like the new people.
Yeah, Bang Bus is not thrilled with Becky. Not in so
don't
much
like
those
Becky
words, but
Well, and by the way, that's how they went off air, Brian. Is Becky laying on the ground?
Good. I loved it
Why'd you like it?
because I don't like Becky.
So you liked her? Wait, so you're like a masochist? I liked watching my hero get fucking.
No,
just
I
pummeled.
don't like Becky.
Oh, that's not what you said.
That is what I said. It's very known that I do not like Becky.
But a second before that second,
What's
you
wrong with
said
Becky?
you did like Becky.
What do you mean what's wrong with Becky?
What's wrong with Becky?
What's right with Becky? I told y'all they were going to give her that Roman Reigns treatment shit long before it happened. Y'all were like, no, that's not what's going to happen. That's exactly what fucking happened.
I don't remember that. And I don't remember
Check
actually.
the tape.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of love for Becky on the board. What? I mean, everyone has their own
Becky
opinion.
sucks.
So.
Good.
Well,
Becky sucks.
Next up, we had Ali versus Knock. Another solid match. Sami Zayn toned it down.
Yeah, at least he doesn't
didn't
have a live mic.
Yeah, he wasn't. Man, he wasn't just running around announcing the whole time. Do you think that was a conscious effort, or did he just take the night off, Brian?
I'm hoping that they're not doing it every single time. I think maybe it'll be like a once in a while thing.
I mean, it was up until whenever it was introduced. I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. It's been an every match thing until tonight.
Yeah.
So,
But Leo Rush is back, so now that Leo is back,
ha, my man.
yeah, maybe.
Medine, have you seen it when he's yelling?
Who?
When Sami Zayn just talks
Sami
throughout
Zayn.
he has a live mic throughout Nakamura's matches and just sits there and
I witnessed it at Clash actually for the first time, and it was kind of comical. He didn't do it for the entire match. He did it for the beginning. I thought it added a wrinkle. It was annoying at first, but then when he kept on going for a little bit, it was like, okay, it's kind of funny. And he, like I said, he didn't continue.
so Hitman's asking Medine who's knock fight at Hell in a Cell.
Probably nobody.
Yeah, or maybe on the pre-show, right, Brian?
Pre-show,
exactly.
yeah, I could see him on the pre-show, unfortunately.
And maybe he has a match like he did tonight with Ali, because let's face it, Sami Zayn prevented this match from ending by pulling knock. I mean, Ali was going for what would be the kill shot. I don't know what the fuck his name of his move is.
I mean, I don't know what they're doing with the Intercontinental title on Nakamura, though, if they're going to Fox. And I think the IC title would be a good, a good belt to represent, or, good mid-card, whatever you want to call it.
Where's Jinder?
Well, they need to create a face that can chase.
His name. Oh,
Randy
face
Orton.
that could chase. Oh, no, not Randy.
Not for the Intercontinental, but
Fucking Miz.
no.
It's Chase's 10th
We've
reign.
seen it. We've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen a bunch of people do it, and it's still been interesting.
God.
Remember when Dolph went for it like a few years ago? We were like, oh my God, it was great against Miz.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We were like, we've seen it then too.
No, it was actually
You're saying-
fresh back then. It was like 3-4 years ago.
I know
You're
Ronda
not
doesn't have a
recalling-
time
You're not
machine.
recalling correctly.
I think Medine has one too.
I do.
Good.
time machine?
Here it is, Brian. Here's the one you want to talk about.
What?
Kevin Owens,
Oh, yeah.
Shane McMahon, the lawsuit put their careers on the line in a briefcase hanging above the ring.
Ladder match.
Now, Medine, all three of us sat there, and we thought that they were going to say Hell in a Cell.
Another cell match? We started talking about. I said, didn't they
Yeah.
do this already?
And they did do it already. So it feels weird that they're doing a ladder match at Hell in a Cell. They did a Hell in a Cell, I believe, at WrestleMania. Was where they fought, or maybe it was the one before that. My point being is, what do you think is going to happen, Brian?
There's definitely going to be some fuckery.
I like that word.
But with all the things that are going on
Fuckery.
with the rumor of Kevin Owens going back to NXT and potentially having a role on their new show, I don't know. I could see him losing. I mean, it's fucking Shane McMahon. He's in McMahon. It's not like he's ever going to go anywhere. So even if he does lose,
Yeah, but everybody that gets fired can come back in 3 months.
yeah,
anyway.
but I mean, it makes more sense for a McMahon to find his way back.
So
than
you think
versus
Fiend truly killed Kurt Angle and all these other people?
no?
we'll
What the
never
fuck does
see?
that have anything to do with anything?
No, because I'm saying whoever loses this match is not actually gone from the WWE. You realize that it's kayfabe.
Oh,
brother.
thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for explaining.
So because you
But
were telling.
storyline wise, it would make more sense for the son of the fucking owner to eventually come back versus just some schmuck that is just hired by the company to come back.
That
if
has
I'm
a-
thinking of it logistically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
I'm thinking of it on the fact that one has a very public 5-year contract, and the other doesn't have to be here.
Exactly.
So why wouldn't the one that
What do you mean
doesn't?
the other
have-
doesn't have to be here?
He's the son of the owner. He doesn't have to be here. He's not talent.
Right, and then he can quit, and then
Why
he can
does he
say,
need to
"Oh,
be-
Dad, I want a job again." And he'd be like, "Okay, son, you have to go.
Right,
you have
down
to
the
graduate grades
this
1 through 5
storyline-
and prove to me that you can take over the
Yeah.
family business."
But for this storyline, he needs to go away. He needs to be done.
I
Don't you agree?
I think that Kevin Owens back in NXT would be a good boost for NXT, and
but
refreshing
Shane,
for him. And keeping Shane in the spotlight going into Fox.
Have you seen his yellow?
As
yellow,
the best in
his
the
yellow.
world.
Oh my!
No, that is so played out.
That was
It's been a year since that fucking turd.
what? Who?
It was funny.
The
at
best
first.
in the
It
world,
was funny
yeah.
At first, but
That's why I'm saying he needs to go away. Whether it's a reset or
going
whatever,
to,
he
though.
needs to go away. He is bottomed out.
Nah,
Kevin Owens is watered down as fuck. Going against him. I'm sorry. I know Kevin Owens has a family. I love Kevin Owens making fucking family comments all the time on Twitter. I don't need you talking about your family on the wrestling show and your $100,000 fake fines and all that shit.
Kevin Owens better as a heel.
Well, everybody seems to be better than as a heel.
Not everybody.
No, that's not true.
That's not true. That's not
That's
true.
not true at all.
That's not
The
true.
ones that matter.
No, that's not
What?
true either.
No, that's false.
Big false.
Really? Seth Rollins isn't better as a heel?
No, you said what'd you say? You said everyone.
Everyone.
And
You
then
said
I said,
everyone is better as a heel.
Yeah, you
and
just
then
made
I
Seth
amended my
Rollins-
statement to say the
Because we
ones
said
that
you
mattered, and
bullshit.
you said no.
The ones that matter. No, that doesn't make any sense.
The ones that matter, I'm about to name them. Seth Rollins, better as a heel.
Okay, you're making it sound like it's a blanket statement, like for the entire history of wrestling.
Exactly.
No, the current roster.
Current roster.
For the current roster,
Are they all
It-
better as heels? No.
the top baby faces, with the exception of Roman, were better as heels.
No way, Jose.
no.
When AJ was a face, he was still better as a heel.
No way, Jose. He's better.
Randy-
He's better as a heel.
Randy's a
Randy's a
terrible
heel.
face. Yeah,
No,
because he's
Randy's
a
a
great
heel.
face. Or I mean, because he's a great heel. He can't be. He could do face, but it never lasts.
Oh, you're right. Bailey is better as a heel. Said.
Bailey's better as a
No,
heel. Yeah, I guess they're all better
I
as
don't
heels,
count
aren't
that
they?
division.
Why? What?
Yes. Thank you,
You're-
Medine, for coming over to the
You're
dark side
fucking
there.
Yeah.
terrible.
They are.
You're terrible.
So I think this is to get Shane out. This is to get a reset. This is what you need. You give Shane an evil regime exit as they debut to Fox, and you go in fresh. You go and reset. You have Kevin Owens possibly be the guy next in line to go against Brock.
Sure.
I mean,
Okay.
why not?
Okay. If you're trying to play him up as the everyman against the
The Beast.
beast
But
or
it-
the
too bad he's gonna be
the
on
fighter, the
NXT.
professional fighter against the everyman.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, he's
That-
fighting
that's
for his
it's
family.
actually a great angle to come into Fox with because
Almost
you're
like
coming
Rocky.
to Joe Everyman's living room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Dun,
saying?
dun,
And
dun, dun,
there are a lot more guys out there that look like Kevin Owens that look like Brock Lesnar.
And I know
they
Brian
can
doesn't
relate to
know
Kevin
this.
Owens.
What's the how did Rocky? Spoiler alert, guys. How did the original Rocky ended?
He lost.
He lost
He lost, but why is he celebrating?
He's not really celebrating.
Because
Kinda-
he
kinda
he
was,
fucked
but-
what's her face.
Yeah, he got AJ to come. You're
No.
running through the crowd over
No,
something, man.
he's celebrating because Joe Everyman went the distance
Oh, this is true too.
with the champ.
yeah.
And he got a new handball.
He got some, and he got some later, man.
He got a new
Okay,
ha- he got a
so-
new
He was-
hat.
he was-
So Kevin Owens can be played up a little bit.
He got a new
like
great
like
jumpsuit.
you just said, the Joe Everyman. It's new. We haven't seen Kevin Owens against Brock. I mean, I'm sure they fought at some capacity, but not a real thing.
not like a real thing.
So
What's the board say?
yeah, what's the board? Catch us up before we move on.
That's the thing.
Bang Bus is saying Owen wins, Shane goes to NXT. Ew.
Ooh.
Fucking
Ooh.
no.
Ooh, yuck,
No.
yucky.
Justin Reside agrees that this whole KO Shane thing is a fuckery. Yes.
I do like the fuckery.
Fuckery, it's a good word. It's like jabroni. That's a good word.
Mm.
Yeah. And for some reason, Brian Hitman said Charlie Tango Foxtrot. Why?
Well, he also said never thought WWE could make Kevin fucking Steen this boring and lame.
CTF.
Yeah, and that's why I think even he needs the reset at this point. Let's not forget the way overdone Shane and Miz feud killed Miz, in my opinion. We were hot on him till then, and now same with Kevin Owens.
Well, he got a TV
Shane
show.
needs to go.
No, Miz got a TV show. Now he's got to be Mr. Good Guy. You
Shane
think Chris Lee can
needs
go on
to
TV and be
go.
a bad guy? No, he's got a fucking hit TV show to be a fucking Mr. Family Man.
Chris
Yeah,
Lee,
yes, I know.
Chris Lee's a heel on his own though. Like
Hitman.
No,
Man.
he's,
isn't,
he's,
isn't he getting
unlike,
sued right now or some
Yeah.
bullshit?
he's unlikable.
Hitman
coming
says
to the
that's more in
television.
WWE than the wrestlers, Adam. Well, no shit. We're not. I'm not calling out Kevin Steen.
Yes, you are.
I'm
You-
not.
You said a very blanketed
You
statement.
know what we mean when we
Doing
say
a lot of that today, haven't you?
Yeah.
Jesus, good. All right. So you like my fake sound effects.
Pretty good.
New Day. Even on the final show, this is Rob, I think, intentionally sabotaged these sound effects.
Why?
So that we couldn't.
Well-
He was just so mad that this was the better show, and I
It's canceled, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
Things happen.
Damn, yo.
New Day and B Team. You want to talk about this? Because I'm good.
They were wearing different shirts. They weren't wearing both B team shirts, so that's something new, something fresh. No, I don't want to talk about this, honestly.
Medine, anything?
On what? New Day?
Yeah.
Squash?
Yeah, with B Team.
I thought that maybe they should have teased maybe a Paul Heyman quick little. I don't know. The package wasn't enough to pub Kofi losing the belt next week.
It's true.
Isn't that what's gonna happen?
Probably.
Yep.
Moving
Moving on.
Moving on is right. Last thing on the list here we got is the Pirates versus Icy Hot.
The Pirates.
You know,
Icy Hot. These
Icy
are two
Hot-
sexy tag teams.
Icy Hot was on a roll for like a month, Brian. Got themselves a contender opportunity. Now here they are a week removed from losing that contender opportunity. And they're losing to the previous contenders, the Pirates.
So, I see nothing wrong with that. Mandy's doing
I
great
don't
things.
see nothing
She is
wrong.
on the cover of, what is it, Maxim, I believe. She was
Australia.
voted-
Maxim,
Maxim,
Australia.
Australia.
Let's put this in perspective. She's not on our newsstand.
It's
cover.
still. It's another
Australia?
country. Australia is a country with millions of people.
Natalie Imbruglia, fucking phenomenal artist.
Wait,
Hugh
wait,
Jackman.
wait.
Hugh Jackman.
Jesus, Mike Popper. Fuck. I'm
Wolverine,
not
Thor.
dissing the fucking country.
Watch
I'm
it.
saying that
Hey, watch it there.
their Maxim is not the same as our Maxim in terms of prestige. So her being
That's
on
because
the
you don't
cover,
live there. You don't live
Oh,
there. If you
yeah,
lived in
bro.
Australia, you'd be like, oh, this is the best thing ever.
Might be their
Fuck
they
the
would they
might
would
be their
not call
GQ.
it Maxim Australia if it was its own individual thing that was huge. Just
Yeah, it's called
fucking
Maxim
put
United
it into
States.
fucking perspective.
Have you picked up the new episode?
I don't know.
I
Bang
wish I
Busted
had
Fire
my
and
sound
Desire
effect.
should have. Oh no, I'm not gonna say that.
Slither me.
Anyway.
Anything else on the board that you can read, Brian?
Boss is just admiring Xavier. No, I'm sorry. Stike is admiring Xavier's Iron Sheik
Are we a
boots.
PG show that you can't read certain things on the board?
No, but some are just
Way
they're
too
in
vulgar?
poor.
Really?
No, they're in poor taste.
Really?
Yes. To share with
can I
our
read it? Let me
viewers,
see. Can I
yes,
read
they're
it?
in poor
I
taste.
I mean, this one isn't actually all that bad.
Yeah, I just want to read it.
Just some Eric Bischoff HLA.
Oh,
that's all.
that's
Yeah,
not even
that's all.
even that bad.
That's all he's alluding to.
Hot
I was thinking
lesbian action.
I was going way
Yeah.
more. Okay, yeah.
So
Longer types of
I'm trying to
words.
see if I can get the sound effects here, but yeah, basically, you know,
Hear it.
whatever good might have come up tonight, guys, was probably saved for next week.
So you're not being the mayor of Negativity Town.
No,
Okay.
I mean, I could.
where
It's
he's
not.
from.
There's nothing to be negative about tonight, Brian. Nothing happened. Okay, nothing. No hype was given to any show or any feud, anything of any kind tonight. Am I wrong on that? Are you more hyped about the Brock and Kofi feud after a video package? Do you think that the Daniel Bryan, Rowan Harper, Roman quadrangle?
No. You know what I'm excited about? I'm excited about to see Brock Lesnar on SmackDown. He's going to be on all of the steroids, right? He doesn't have to fucking fight in the UFC. He doesn't have to give a shit about that.
No
He can
pissing
do whatever
in
the
cups
fuck he
for
wants.
him.
He is going to look fucking huge. He's going to destroy Kofi. He's going to lead the new brand on the new fucking channel. Hopefully he shows up. Hopefully he's a fighting champion. I doubt it. Not going to happen. But, hey, I mean, for at least one night, it'll be cool. Sting will be there, for fuck's sake.
Fuck's sake.
Hey.
Sting. Who else? I think Undertaker will be there.
Yeah. So what happens when the Fiend chokes one of these guys out? Are we gonna let that happen?
Ooh.
We're gonna be okay.
Hogan.
No. Fucking.
Yeah, why not?
No, he's taking
Sting.
Ray out.
Sting.
Hogan's taking Ray
Berto's
out?
joining us late. No,
Is he taking
Formerly
Sting out?
NWO.
Fiend is
taking-
taking Ray out.
Is he taking out Taker? Too. I mean, didn't he take out Kane?
Yes, he took out
yeah.
Kane.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. This is going too far already.
Mm-hmm.
Too much too soon.
Too much too soon.
Is there a fucking pterodactyl in this
Yeah,
studio?
Adam tried to get rid of it earlier, and he came back with a vengeance.
Good.
Whoa!
Hey,
Oh,
look at
wow,
what I
yeah,
got.
right.
to
Fucking,
work.
he figured it out halfway through the show.
All right,
This
before
is a typical vintage Smarkdown.
right.
Indeed.
Before we move on
Indeed.
to our next segment, which is the awards, I want to play you a little trip down memory lane, one of the old Smarkdown opens.
Gather one, gather all. Smart marks of the world unite.
This is Smackdown.
And now for the most opinionated man in the world. He once accused Stephen Hawking of talking too much. He thinks women's suffrage is a plot by the Chinese. He covered his new daughter's room with soundproofing so she wouldn't disturb him.
You don't remember this?
Either you agree with him or you're wrong. Basically.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
Here is the Jew who leads the crew. Adam
Little throwback there, Brian.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
You don't remember that one?
I don't remember that one either, but that was a good one.
That was one of the ones I wrote. Rob put in his daughter to say Jew that leads the crew. It was a
Nice.
surprise
Yeah.
for me, which I thought was awesome.
That's good. That's solid.
But yeah, again, trip down memory lane. He didn't do any work, so I just played the old sound effect. So what we're gonna do tonight is very quickly 4 awards, Medine, in case you forget, and then we're gonna play a game. It's a
What are-
game
what are
where
the
you know
awards?
what.
I got a
Adam.
game too.
The awards are marked out,
Yep.
of course. Well, that sucked.
Okay.
LOL, pink slip.
What are they called again?
Marked? Seriously. Marked out. Well, that sucked. Because remember, I'm mayor of Negative Town.
Yep.
LOL, pink slip. Board? Everybody got it? Good. I'm not going to play. I played that other intro instead of the Triple H repeat. You know, we're going to give you what you want. I don't need any of that. Marked out. Let's start with you, Mr. Bryant.
You know what? This one just goes. I said it on the board, but I'm just giving it to Van Hammer. Great wrestler.
Van Hammer.
yeah.
What did Van Hammer do?
He wore jeans.
No. What did he do tonight that gets you?
Oh, I don't know what he did tonight. I don't know what his
You're horrible.
whereabouts are.
So you didn't have shit, is what you're saying.
I could see him living in like Tampa, Florida, or like I don't know, maybe like Tennessee, maybe Montana. I don't know. Do you know? Okay. Well, Medine.
Medine, what's your marked out?
I guess it's a tie. Just 2 heel women tag teams. Fire and Desire and the Boston Hug Connection. They're doing a good job, both of them. So I'm marked out when I saw, just how well they're doing as heels.
Times are changing.
Exactly.
Ladies can do stuff now.
Well, you got a
Tell him,
point.
Learn how to
Danny.
deal with that.
You got a point. Brian didn't give me anything relevant, so you got a point, Medine. Good job.
I was blown away that you figured out how to get the sound effects.
My marked out is going to get me a Roddy. I'm just going to tell you it right now.
Really?
On my way to work this morning, for the first time in his life, very clearly, first words, I got a daddy from my son.
Oh.
So that's my marked out moment. I don't care about wrestling today on that moment because to me that was huge.
This is Roderick Strong. I approve this message.
Well,
And
that's it.
so
You heard that today in the
yes.
car?
No. When I was saying goodbye on the way to work this morning before I
Oh,
left the
so
house.
that definitely wasn't
Before you
tonight
left.
on SmackDown.
Before you
Yeah.
left the
Yeah,
house.
I
that was
see.
this morning.
Who
So
told you this?
I've been thinking about it all day. I was going to give it my
how
marked out
fucking
award all
sweet.
day. Is what
You know
I
who
was
could say those words?
Who?
Van Hammer.
I hate you, Brian.
Buzz his ass, yo.
Well, that sucked. LOL and pink slip coming up. Brian, what's on the board for marked out?
Let's see. On the board for marked out for Bang Bus is Mike Kanellis showing up. Sure. Okay. Marked out for Stike was Rowan had a pretty good match with Brian. He did.
He did. I
Yeah,
mean,
not
and he got put over. He's beaten Roman and now Brian in weeks.
Yeah.
And again, I thought his promo was good tonight. He cuts a good promo.
Yeah.
There's no question about that.
Marked out for Hitman. NXT versus AEW making the Monday Night Wars of the 90s look like child's play. Well, we don't know that just yet.
Well, but
right?
what Hitman's saying here is also something that we brought up. Having social media. Social media wasn't a thing in the Monday Night Wars. The wrestlers, in hindsight, have told us all their stories. We're going to get a lot in real time. We're going to get shots fired in real time.
Imagine if there was Twitter back then and, like, you see Lex Luger just on, like, tweeting from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Mall of America, be like, I don't know, just writing like, LOL, I'm here.
Yeah, a video got leaked of him and Elizabeth, and he hashtagged, hey, Macho. Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm changing my marked out moment, of course.
You are?
Yeah. It's when Sasha beat the shit out of Becky in the back at the end of the night. That was what. Yeah, no, don't buzz me on that. Give me a bunch of coins.
No, I mean you always steal 2 answers, so that's why you got buzzed. It's
no,
not about the quality.
I didn't remember that part.
It's about
so
the
clearly.
quantity.
Sorry.
Marked out late, Justin on the board. San Francisco crowd, thank you for making up for last night.
No, wait, isn't it? It's about the quality, you jackass.
Yeah, no buzzes tonight.
Right?
It's the last show, man.
Not quantity.
All right, fine.
Thank you.
We're getting the old Yeller treatment, so we'll do gunshots. Berto, Child's Play a little. Come on, York, you're smarter than that. He's talking about his comment about the wars. Anyway, I'll go next. Well, that sucked. For me, yeah, there was a good match with Brian and Rowan. Yeah, there was a good match with Gable and Mike Canales, even though it was a squash. There was a good match with Ali and Knock. But you had Go Home Story Feel tonight, and we're still a couple weeks from a pay-per-view. That's my well, that sucked. I know, Brian, you're going to say that that's nitpicky, but
it's
as
nitpicky.
far as
You're the mayor of
storyline-
Negativity Town. You're the mayor of fucking Colt.
I know you're on the Rob train, so I just
the Rob
figured.
train. Exactly. What? No, it's the Brian train.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sucked, Brian.
You know, I didn't appreciate your answer. I'm happy that your son said his first words, but I mean that did not happen tonight on SmackDown.
Ninja, please.
Yeah, Kiera coming to my defense there. So screw you. I don't even need a reason. Are you gonna get buzzed on this? Well, that sucked.
Yeah, I'm gonna get buzzed.
Medine, well, that sucked for you.
Damn, yo, he's acting like me, or like I used to. Well, that sucked. Was damn. I guess just the absence of a promotion for your world title match on your debut on your new network. But I guess that's not USA's job to do that because they're like, well, fuck it. You know, we're done with SmackDown. But
well, and have you been watching football? They're
oh,
promoting
yeah,
the hell out of it.
I haven't because I've been working.
Dude, it's all over every Sunday night football on Fox. So, I mean, they are promoting it.
But yeah, I would say other than that, just on SmackDown itself, not having some type of. I just wanted to see Paul Heyman talk shit to the New Day after their fucking squash
You just miss
match.
Paul.
I do. I hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
Brian on the board. Well, that sucked.
Let's see. Well, that sucked for Stike. Was having Ember, Asuka, and Kairi Sane chasing after the Benny Hill title. Excuse you, it's the Penny Hill title. Now that it's
now that it's women. That's true. Way to correct him, Brian.
No, that's why I'm here. Well, that sucked for Hitman. Was Smarkdown being canceled? It's not being well. It is being canceled because of Adam, but it's kind of just being. I
love how you keep throwing it in there. You're
do you mean?
you're so butthurt. Like 2 years later, he's still butthurt that his show got taken down.
No, sabbatical. It's still we're just kind of reorganizing. We're just gonna get some new graphics.
The host had his hips replaced.
Yep. I became
the other host moved away.
Well, he's back.
Well, did he?
Well, that sucked for Bang Plus. No Kiss are showing. Fuck! I keep going. I keep doing that. I keep going back to Bang Bus and then reading what he says, and it's always something fucked.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
No Kiss are showing what was in the magazine. Okay, that's not so bad. It's true.
LOL and Pink Slip next. I bet you can guess my Pink Slip. LOL for me is the.
Really?
It was the only thing that made me laugh a little bit tonight. You know, they are doing a little twist. They're keeping it alive. I still think it's on borrowed time. Especially if it's supposed to go to Fox and it's a USA executive creation.
Sure.
Yeah. What's yours, Brian, LOL?
My LOL was after the whole Shane and KO thing towards the end. When Shane took the mic to kind of just agree to the match and all the stipulations that KO had said, immediately music was played. I think it was fucking was it the whose music was it? It wasn't KO's. It wasn't his. I think it was one of the women in the back. It just cut to that, and it was just everything just in the back. It was all just what led to whatever the last segment was with Becky and all that stuff in the back, the beatdown. It was just really weird. The whole Shane thing was just kind of overshadowed, and that made me chuckle. It's supposed to be like a huge
and him
angle.
talking to the lawyers, the whole thing felt forced. Medine looked up at one point and goes, "Who the fuck is that girl?" Like the woman that's standing there.
Well, yeah, there was the Asian woman, the Jew, the old Jew-looking guy, and
the Jew lawyer.
and then there was the other rich-looking dude too. He looked really smart, like he just graduated from some hotshot college. So, yeah, well, I don't know what's up with the legal team, or I don't know. That was too much.
All right, so what's on the board? LOL, Brian.
Let's see. LOL for Hitman was Brian co-hosting skills after all these years. Laughable is an understatement. I think he's talking about Daniel Bryan and just being the co-host. No, it was a typo. I think he meant Daniel Bryan.
Spike says Otis getting a selfie with Mandy. LOL. Berto saying having Brian back. Yes, the gimmick to once again try to get Reigns over.
Yep.
Yeah.
LOL for Bang Bus. When Otis got the magazine, Corey said he had some lotion in his pocket earlier, not telling what he's going to do with it with that magazine. Yeah.
Yeah, Shane mic cut off was LOL for Justin. I don't know if you noticed at the beginning of his talking to the lawyers, the mic wasn't on, and it was funny because he came in mid-sentence and you didn't know what he was saying, but he didn't derail.
And late LOL for Berto was, God, Adam butchered my comment so bad, LOL.
Having Brian bring back the yes gimmick to once again try to get Reigns over.
Me or Daniel Bryan?
Daniel Bryan.
I can get Reigns over. I could try.
But he put Brian with a Y. I'm sorry, Berto. I thought you meant the other Brian. Brian with a Y, Hitman Brian.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Too many fucking Brians.
Too many Bryans.
Too many Bryans. Pink slip. I'll give it to Shane.
Wait. What about my LOL?
Oh, Medine, LOL. Welcome back.
Come on, man.
Welcome.
Elias's song.
That was
the
pretty
funniest
good.
shit of the fucking
That was pretty
night,
good.
yo. You fucking was killing Gabe with the short
Forgot
jokes.
about that.
That shit was, man. Elias is just so underutilized.
Yeah, I got to give it to Medine. LOL's on the board. Oh, we already did LOL on the board. Last one, pink slip. Mine, Shane. Brian?
You know what? I'm going to say pink slip KO just because I do want to see this whole fucking thing. I think it's interesting.
You want him to see go into NXT?
I do. I want to
right.
see him with his yellow shoelaces.
As long as it's for NXT. What about you, Mr. Medine?
You know what? Because Brian's healthy, I'm going to jump on his back and piggy.
Thanks a lot, Bob!
Me or Daniel Bryan?
Too many fucking Bryans tonight.
You're both healthy now.
We are.
Like not even the promo game.
Oh, man.
Either or.
I have no idea what's going on.
Pink slip for Elias for Justin. Pink slip goes the NFL announcer who called Rey Mysterio Nacho Libre. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, during the Vikings versus the Raiders game.
Oh, he said Nacho Libre?
Yeah.
Seriously? That's what he called him?
Because, I mean, Ray had the mask on. He was in public. He was
Yes,
fucking,
but
yeah.
he called him Nacho Libre.
Is that racist? Is that racist?
Medine, is that racist? You're our representative of the night.
Kinda, right?
It could be construed as such. However, we may give him a pass depending on his tone and how it was said. I don't know.
Was it Tony Gonzalez?
I didn't hear it.
Who
said it?
Who was the announcer?
Who said it? Exactly.
Was it a Chiefs game?
Who said it?
Or a Falcons
game? If it was
game?
Tony Gonzalez, then we'll give him a pass.
Oh, Hall of Famers get a pass.
But he should know. But he should know better and know who Rey Mysterio is.
Ooh, we have a late one. We have a late pink slip on the board. We have Kev Nola joining us, former Smarkdown co-host. I guess he wants to see the ship sink.
Wow, what a fucking dick. He says pink slip Smarkdown.
Thank you, Kevin.
And pink slip for Bang Bus. Medine, leave before the master locks you in the cage. Yeah.
Oh, here he comes.
Rob likes to leave the...
Show yourselves.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. Rob's making an appearance. They're all coming out.
What?
Hey, Medine.
Why is he holding acid? And
I have a special person on the line, on the phone line, that is going to play a game with us. Do you know what that game is?
I don't know. Who is it?
It's your game.
This day in wrestling history.
All right, so who is on the phone line to play our game with us?
It's your boy, the Hitman.
What's up, Hitman?
Brian, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, guys? Of course I had to be here. It's the last Smarkdown. You kidding me?
Yeah, it is the farewell. Rob didn't set up the stream for us, didn't promote it in any way like he normally does. No production value for the A show, except you told me not to turn your mic on. You're not allowed to talk. So we're now sitting here going live
He's cursing out Adam. He's slamming
take
down
your drink.
things.
Get the hell out of there.
Stone cold right now.
Yeah, this is the A show. Don't try and piggyback my ending. Medine, I got a guest to play on the fan line,
Awesome.
the Y Table fan line. You got me and Brian as willing victims as well.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
The last one.
Do it.
Do I get the intro?
I thought there was going to be like a sound effect or something.
You know what you do. You know what you
Did you
usually
not?
say, isn't
I
it?
just played the whole fucking
No,
thing.
like don't you do your
Play something.
thing when you say your most?
There we go.
what I
Not
just
that
did.
part.
No, that
part
works.
Where you talk and you hype it up.
I just
He
did.
just did.
You did that part.
Yeah.
I like.
Seriously,
Can I
like
hear it?
Oh my
I
God.
Can I hear
finished
it again?
hyping it, and
Can I-
you fucking asked me to hype it.
Can
just
I hear it again?
This is why we're getting canceled.
I'm Shane and you're Greg Alexander. You're the announcer. You have to do it again.
I'm Morrow, and you're
Who's Penn? Who's Teller?
You can
Natty.
I'm Del Rio and you're freaking whatever. His
You
name
wish
was.
you were Del Rio.
Anyway, let's go. Who beat who?
Let's do it.
Chris Benoit or The Rock?
Remember, Brian, you got to write these down.
Oh, okay.
So these aren't shouted out. We'll go to Hitman first because we're going to write ours down in studio. Who was it? Benoit and who?
The Rock. Chris Benoit or The Rock?
I thought you were doing like Smarkdown ones, not Smackdown ones.
No.
Brian, are you ready? You got 6 seconds.
Yeah, no, I'm ready. Wait, me, Brian, or Brian?
You, Brian.
Dan Brian.
He's
Okay.
Hitman.
I'm
right.
Hitman. Come on, get it right, man.
Hitman, go first. What's your answer?
The Rock.
I picked Benoit.
I misheard you, so I wrote Mark Jindrak.
So who
course
is
you
it?
did.
Is it Mark Jindrak, The Rock, or Chris Benoit, Medine?
The answer is The Rock.
Of course.
That's for me. Hitman scores. Mark Jindrak does not. Guest host is on the board first. Next question.
How long did it take? Closest without going over.
How long did it take? Closest without going over.
Well, all right, what's the match?
What do you mean?
It's
Oh,
between
it's
Chris
Rock-
Benoit
Rock
and The
and-
Rock, you
Okay.
dingus.
Fuck.
Brian is why we're getting canceled.
Right. 10 minutes for Bang Bus, 420 for Berto. What's yours, Hitman?
I was going to go 420 for Teddy.
Oh, okay. Teddy was here a minute ago, and then he left.
Oh, man. I have no idea what's
10:56 for Justin. Brian, what's you?
I wrote 14 minutes.
14 minutes. Kev Nola says 420. I'm going to go 14:01. What is it, Medine?
The answer is 7 minutes and 34 seconds.
7 minutes.
Brian, you're horrible. You doubled it. That's
yeah,
terrible.
Yeah. So
who won?
wait, me, Brian?
Let's see. 7 minutes. Well, Berto, I think, won with 420 because he picked
I
it
said
before.
420 as well, though.
But you said it
It's
second.
a tie then.
And so did Kevin, who said it third. So I'm going to give it to Berto because he said it faster than the others. So here you go, Berto. Hitman's up 1-0, though, on us, Brian. Next question.
Where did this take place?
My basement.
At Ohio State, at Penn State, or neither?
What year?
Marked out University.
What
no,
year?
the year is a later question. You know that.
Giving
Ohio.
you
Wait,
major side eye
wait.
right now,
What?
BT.
Ohio State, Penn State, or neither?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Brian asked what year because he wanted to know if it was before the Penn State got
Yeah.
all the shit. It obviously was before they got all the shit. I'm going to go with my answer right now. Hitman, what's yours?
Penn State.
Penn State. I wrote Ohio State.
University of Phoenix. Online school.
And Brian said they fought online. He's technically correct. If you search this, I bet we find it, Medine. So I'll give Brian half a point.
Thank you.
What's the answer?
The answer is Penn State University.
Oh.
Damn it, Hitman. 2-0 on me. That's for me. Or that's for Hitman. That's for me. On the board, let's see. Justin said Ohio State. You're wrong with me. Kev said the Hart Family Dungeon. Berto says Baltimore. And Bang Bus, Penn State. I love when it's a 50-50. People are writing in answers.
Yeah.
What idiots.
I love it.
Next up.
The last question is, what year did it take place?
Fuck, that was my question. I should get points for knowing one of the questions.
You do not.
Like Kreskin?
Who?
Was it
Isn't that right?
1999, 2000, or 2001?
Oh, that's easy.
So easy. So easy.
Right?
So
Come on.
easy. I believe even we've actually played this exact game before with this exact questions and everything. Did you write yours down, Brian?
I certainly did.
Hitman, go.
2001.
2001 for Hitman. I wrote 2000.
You would be wrong, sir. It absolutely was 2001.
Medine, what's our answer?
The answer is 2000.
No.
Oh, I got it right. Look at that. 2000. Berto's right with me. Bang Bus is right with me. Stike is right with me.
Benoit was still in WCW.
Justin and Berto are wrong with Brian and Brian.
No, Benoit was in WCW in 2000.
It's like Simon and Simon.
Sorry, buddy.
Right,
We should have Brian and Brian.
That's incorrect.
Well, that's fucked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Scoreboard.
Yeah, what's the score?
so we're tied now.
Who's we?
There's no fucking
no.
tiebreaker, so
Hitman's up 2-1.
That's it. We're out.
Yeah, he already won. Hey, Hitman, you won. Guess what you get?
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
So, before you go, Hitman, I heard you have a little message for us, a little final parting words.
Well, it was originally going to be a fuck Rob rant, but I decided I'd take
We
this
like
moment
fuck Rob
to just
rants.
say good. Well, I'd rather just take this moment to say goodbye to Smarkdown. You know, show's the one that gave me my first shout out. It's the reason why I started listening. I co-hosted with you and Medine that one time, and all the memories on the board. I'm gonna miss it, but hey, future endeavor, that shit. Let's move on.
That's right. Bigger and better things, or something.
Damn right. Damn right. Also, Brian.
Yo.
Better co-hosting skills out of you, man.
Oh, well,
you got to get it together, man.
You know what? I've been watching tapes of just.
He's much better than Rob.
Jinder Mahal, Brian Knobs.
Damn right he is.
Fucking.
And all he has to do to beat Medine is show up.
No, you know what?
Hey,
listen,
he's 2-0.
The run that Adam and I had for about 6 to 8 weeks, early, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, was the best run this show ever had.
When Kiera first stopped showing up.
Yeah, it was the best run this show
You heard him,
ever
he said
had.
yeah.
The fucking show was awesome. If we could have somehow bottled that shit up, fucking all of us would be fucking millionaires.
Bang Bus keeps saying,
Damn right.
"Fly me out." Bang Bus, you're too young.
We can't afford that. We can afford a horse. We could buy him a horse or rent one.
I don't know. I legit would I would fly Kev Nola out. Bang Bus, those shirts are coming. Don't worry. Also, real quick, I want to take a moment. Marked Out Gear. Go to the website. You can get our All Elite shirt. It is up there right now. If your name is not Adam Baum, it'll come to your house. So make sure you look for it in the mail. Also, while the show may be going, you can still go to Marked Out. You can put Marked Out Gear, put in the promo code Marked Out, save 10%. And Brian, you know what you're going to get?
What's that?
You can get the Smarkdown Live shirt.
Oh, I thought you were going to get nothing.
You can get the Rawsome shirt.
You lose.
Before we go next week to the Wacky Waving Inflatable Wrestling show on Mondays and the Squash on Wednesdays, before we do that, you can still go to Marked Out Gear and get those old shirts.
Good day, sir.
It's not going to get taken down.
It will not.
So it gets moved to like the vintage section? Is this like a...
I know it's not in the signature section.
No.
And people, you've got a logo up here on the screen that people are wanting as a T-shirt.
We can make that happen.
Yeah.
I can make that happen.
Berto says you guys still haven't answered what will happen when there's a pay-per-view in between SmackDown and Raw.
I think for the big ones, right? Like
oh, yeah,
Rumble,
he's talking about on the weekend.
Rumble will get together on a Sunday and probably
yeah,
fight around.
we're probably going to play those a little bit by
year. Are we
year.
not doing pay-per-views either?
Yes.
We really haven't been for the past little bit now.
Oh, really?
Stike says, at Marked Out Wrestling
This
Podcast,
is what
me and
happens
Carmen
when you-
just did a big toast
guys,
for
this is what happens when
Smarkdown.
you
Thank
go
you for entertaining us, all you guys. And remember, we're just switching nights. This is just a farewell to my
This is
A
bullshit.
show.
This is a bullshit is what this is. I don't like this at all.
Yeah. Medine doesn't want to be on the Wacky Waving show.
I'm not a fan of. No. I just said I'm not a fan of this smart down and Ross ending. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Berto's asking
That's all I
about
gotta say
Justin.
about that.
Justin did come over from Twitch. That is Berto, where he came from. So we picked him up when we originally got banned on YouTube.
That's right.
I remember that
We
shit.
served our suspension, came back, and Justin came
Three-man
over with us.
band.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3-man band. So very exciting. I'm sad to see this go. I'm sad to see that Rob never gave it a chance. But we managed to make it work. I was on just about every show. I did the solo shows when my co-host couldn't be here for one reason or another. Hit Boy, somebody swiped left on your ass. I don't know. But I had to fly solo several times. I kept the dream alive. Rob will never give me any credit for that. I don't need it.
Did you ever miss the show?
I just hate getting blamed for the technical malfunctions that would occur.
They were always your fault.
I missed
somehow,
one show
somewhere.
when I was in the hospital.
Oh, that's right. That
And-
was it, though.
And there was another show that I would have missed that nobody else covered, so it got canceled.
What's that?
Oh, I think I remember that, too.
A Smarkdown.
Oh.
I know of those two instances. I don't know. I was here when my children were born. I didn't miss the podcast. Tuesdays is my bag, baby.
That was dedication.
It is. So, with that said, Board, get your final thoughts ready. Hitman, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to send off the Hall of Famer.
One last thing.
Yep.
Thank you, Adam, for all you do.
Yes.
Oh,
Don't
my
worry.
God.
It will continue.
How much did you pay him to say that?
I didn't pay
Squad
shit.
for life.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't pay
Listen to
shit.
this. Oh, my God.
What the fuck is this?
I love it. Rob hates that the board loves me. The fans love me. What can I say? I'm that heel they love. So while the board gets their final thoughts ready, Medine, you said you have some final words for us.
I thought I did earlier, and then I
The
realized that
rhymes
was gonna-
didn't come
yeah,
out?
You know, they require a lot of time for something like this. It's not something I could have thrown together in a couple of hours, to be honest with you. I'm way too busy at work now. I have a new job. If people know or don't know, that's why I'm never around.
Yeah, how's that going?
It's going great. So, I'm not around as much, obviously. I'm really sad to see this show go. I really enjoyed the time here. Sometimes I didn't. Sometimes Adam would really piss me off. And there'd be
Sometimes.
shit. Yeah, he was a pain in the ass. But it worked for us. And then sometimes, Brian would be here, and we'd have Bob on the phone, and Kiera would sit in. Rob would show up every now and then. And it was great. We had a good run. But
I wanted to give you some background music as you were doing it.
it's about
No,
that.
you have to play Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah, but no, it's
I don't have it. I don't. I don't know how.
Although
to
we're
cue
big in
songs.
Australia. What do you mean?
It's
I
not-
got it right
it's-
here.
I don't
Actually,
think
this
it's
isn't.
I don't think
That's
it's
not even the Sarah McLachlan.
I would like to say that this is more like a so long
It's a
as
remix.
opposed to a goodbye. I don't.
Oh my gosh,
oh,
we have
the
a caller.
phone's ringing. The phone's
Yeah.
We have a late
let's
phone
see.
call.
See who it is. Is it
The
Jonathan?
lines are open.
Is it Jonathan?
Who is on the? Oh, I wonder if it would be Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Oh my God, it's the Fiend.
Jonathan.
Hello.
Jonathan.
You're on the You Record fan line.
No, they don't want to talk.
Come on, bro.
Wow. All right.
Last
Well,
show.
that was fun.
I
bet it was Rob.
The
Call
caller
back.
ID shows up as unknown person.
Call back.
I wonder if we got Rob on here to talk, they would have called and interrupted that. They would have spoken then.
Yeah.
But
Ju-
yeah.
ju-
Anyway, so listen.
Yeah, what?
I don't think it's necessarily over. I have I think other things that I can bring to Monday night every now and then. You'll see the Medine.
The board can't even get the new show's name right.
It won't be a monthly Medine thing, but you'll see me drop in. But I have something big cooking. I think if the podcast continues to grow, hopefully I think it will, as the wacky whatever it's called. I don't want to mess up the name, so I'm not going to continue. on that.
Wacky waving inflatable wrestling show.
Sure. But maybe something big could come of it for one of our fans. So spread the word about this new wrestling podcast that's coming out on it's Mondays and Wednesdays.
Okay, since Medine did it this one last time here, I've got to point this out. Yeah, you have to compare Medine to Michael Scott. I believe he starts his thoughts without knowing where they're going to finish. You remember when he says that?
Yeah.
And that's why they suck the second half of them. He started off strong. Yeah, we're finally. Then at the end, he's like, "And
I got interrupted twice.
Stay tuned."
Yeah,
I got interrupted twice.
Oh, this is fucking marked out, baby. If you don't like interruptions, you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, it's part of the charm.
Yeah,
that's why.
Come on,
that's why I never showed up.
Longest running infighting, all that stuff.
But no, yeah, seriously, maybe we could fly one of you guys somewhere to watch something. We'll see.
Well, do you have to ship them, or
I have to ship them probably?
You have to ride in the fucking
in a crate.
Bananas in a bucket.
In a crate with a fucking windshield.
Yeah. Bananas in a bucket.
You're gonna be with about 2 sheep. They will be alive, but don't worry, they will be contained. They'll have a muzzle. They'll have hay. They'll have whatever else they need. Some water. You'll also have some water, so you'll be good. You'll be in good hands.
It's more than we get.
Yeah,
it's more than we get here.
We do this for rations.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. So, Stike, I found the sound effect a little late, but here's for you and Carmen.
Cheers, fuckface.
Ooh, I like Berto's question.
Berto, he says, Jesus, I don't even know how to pronounce this. WAE WRSDAY NXTE review should be the name of the show. Okay. Banglas, why are you shitting on us? I'll swim to North Carolina so we can do a show. Are you in Europe? You can't swim to North Carolina if you're on the West Coast. That'd take your ass forever.
No,
even if you did go through the Suez.
I believe he's referring to the show that we said that we were going to do last Wednesday and just didn't.
Oh, he's going back in time?
Well, he's just calling us out on.
Oh, well, part of that was because of the network.
And because you didn't send out a tweet. Right?
The spin that our executive producer has put on the public is that I am to blame. Yes, yeah. Brian, but
there's a lot of propaganda going on.
You're to blame for
in
what?
In the group chat.
For the network shutting down and Rob using that as an excuse to not do our Wednesday show because we didn't have our graphics and other stuff that he's supposed to do ready. That's right, motherfucker. It's the end of Smarkdown. I'm rolling that bus right over your ass.
Damn.
Hey, so Stike says it should be called the Wednesday Night Throwdown.
Yeah, he said that earlier.
Good band. They sounded like Pantera at one time, but
it's very close to Takedown, so of course you would like that.
It is. Of course, it tickles my fancy. Yeah. Berto says, we know
what you want to tickle.
Call it AEW versus NXT week and keep track of what week it is. What is that? It's this week. Okay, now it's that week.
By the way, guys, this is still the Markedoutwrestling podcast, regardless of what the fucking show is called.
True.
So, don't get too hung up on that. We may do exactly what Kev Nola wants. And bring him on for a Wednesday night Wankfest.
WNW.
Well, let's see who would host the Wednesday night Wankfest. We'll get Kev Nola for sure.
Yep.
I'm going to say Teddy. Who would be the third host? Can you guys think of it? Kevin, Teddy. It's got to be a third host for Wednesday night Whackdown. Oh, Wankfest, sorry.
Wankfest.
Whackdown. Whackdown sounds better.
What's
Friday
up,
night
Iron Meds?
Whackdown sounds really good, actually, because...
Iron Meds is late to the party, but glad you're here.
Friday night Spankdown.
Spankdown.
There you
go.
go.
Wacky waving, inflatable, arm flailing, two-man podcast.
Wednesday night Hunter Horst Helmsley.
That's a good one.
I do like Hunter Horst Helmsley.
Wednesday night Tony Schiavone. Wednesday night Van Hammer. The Van Hammer Hour.
Ooh, take that, Kev. Hitman says Kevin's just mad that Medine showed up and he didn't. So, Ward, this is final thoughts.
Hey, shout out to Kev. He helped me out when I was on the West Coast. So, thanks, bud.
Adam Bomb finally got to host when it came time for Smarkdown. Adam Bomb finally got his own show, the A's show. Adam Bomb got to do it all, and now we're closing shop. I thank everybody for doing this. Stick with the Marked Out podcast. We got a lot of stuff going on. Support us by getting some T-shirts, Marked Out gear, collar and elbow. Use the promo code Marked Out. Save 10% on both. Brian is wearing one. I am wearing another. Medine, who off-air kayfabe break called me out for not wearing wrestling shirts, is wearing a basketball shirt that's like with an image 30 years ago. But, yeah, good job.
Yeah, MJ.
Brian.
Yeah.
You were my co-host probably more episodes than Medine. That's right. Right.
He started the ship.
He said goodbye.
I did not.
I went down with it.
You started the ship.
Oh, that's right. I started it and then jumped off.
And then I
you
jumped
came
on.
back.
And then I got back. I swam back on.
You went back on.
We traded hosts and all that
you've been here more than I've been here.
Smarkdown's been real. It's been a fun show. It's been good covering SmackDown Live, right? It's been an interesting. I don't know. On USA, they tried different things over times. They had Talking Smack afterwards. Now that's also gone too.
It looks like we're gonna have the bump,
but probably coming back exactly.
The hosts are gonna shuffle too.
You know, we mirrored what they did. We tried some things and they didn't work out.
Yeah, so you know
things that did work, and we brought.
And you brought up a good point. You were talking. Adam did before the show. You were talking about they changed Velocity. They changed. Main event. Not that we want to compare our shows to theirs.
Yeah.
But whatever, you try.
They got a lot of brands in there.
If it works, it doesn't. If it does, cool. If it doesn't,
they got a pay-per-view called Great Balls of Fire.
They sure did.
So wacky waving inflatable wrestling show. We'll see you Monday. Believe that. Again, Friday night.
Go away, Baton.
And Mondays is all about.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You got to be wrestling. AEW we're doing Wednesdays is going to be fun.
What?
It's Brian. That's you're killing me.
What?
It's not even Sarah McLachlan. I don't know. You got some horrible Muzak version of it.
It is. It's the Celtic Chill Out album. It's just a woman
wailing.
Yeah, well, she's wading in a river. It's actually a very nice picture.
Wailing.
It's Kathleen Ross. Thank you. Shout out to Kathleen Ross. Berto says Triple War Tony Wednesday. I like Tony.
Okay.
Tony spelled
Iron Meds, Kev Nola, everybody else. Thank you guys so much. Let Medine host, Kev says. Host what? What show?
Yeah,
Maybe he can have his own show.
Oh, we did talk about that. Let you host Fridays. You just come on each week and go, hey, guys, I had better things to do. See you next week. Just like every week. That'd be your show. Unless there was something like, this is the night Medine doesn't have anything to do. Come on, seriously. It would be the Maybe Friday cast.
I don't know.
Maybe we have one.
You could set up streams, and it's like that's part of the allure. You don't know if the show's actually going to happen.
Nobody will ever know if he's going to show up, and then just when you think he's not, Medine shows up, just like he did tonight.
That's right. And Berto has a good point. The 1,000th. The 1,000th subscriber will get an HJ from producer RJ Black.
Oh, that is true. Wait, HJ? I thought it was a ZJ.
Old fashioned. No, if that's not. We need way more subscribers for a ZJ.
I thought it was a ZJ.
I thought it was a BJ.
If you have to ask, you don't want one.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
You're killing me, Small.
Anyway, thank you guys so much. Tune in next week. Wacky Waving Inflatable Wrestling Show is going to be right here on Monday. We're going to cover
and then
Raw.
Wednesday.
Then Wednesday, it's the squash. We're going to cover AEW, going to cover NXT. Me, Brian, and Rob will have some other hosts coming in and out. Maybe Medine will show up again. Maybe he won't. Who knows?
He may never see me again.
Come back. Check us out. Talk to you guys later. Wow. Wait a second. I was just about to say my closing line, and it doesn't work.
You're going to have to figure it out, friend.
Hold up.
Tune in next time. Same Smark time, different Mark day.
We'll be back.
You can't say Smart.
Housekeeping.
Come back later, please.
Housekeeping.
Not now.
Housekeeping.
Go away.
Here are your Markedoutwrestling housekeeping notes. Stay informed through social media by following us on Facebook, facebook.com/markedout1. Instagram @markedoutwrestling, Twitter @SmartMarkShow. Join us live and subscribe on YouTube, Markedout Wrestling Podcast, or Twitch, Markedout Wrestling. Listen to us using Apple Podcast, iTunes, or Podbean the following day. Send us your thoughts and opinions, or upload your custom audio segments to us using WeTransfer.com via email markedoutpodcast@gmail.com. MOWP are members of the Electronic Media Collective and Bubba the Love Sponges Bubba Radio Army. You can listen to us on demand on either platform. Get connected. Get connected.
Oh my God!
I said no. Okay, I clean. I stick finger in your mouth. Housekeeping.
Okay.
Okay.
Show me the money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Hello, Markedoutwrestling listener family. This is Rody Rob, the executive producer of the show, and I'm excited to tell you about some great ways to help us continue to bring you great pro wrestling fan perspective in the coming year. Visit markedoutgear.com and browse our new line of apparel and gear. You can grab a shirt or gear with some of our favorite catchphrases from the show or some of our original concepts. And don't forget to use the promo code SmartMarkShow for 10% off of your entire order. Independent wrestlers, we'd love to support your growth by offering you a platform to market yourself. Email us, markedoutgear@gmail.com, if you are interested. We will take a minimal cut while giving you up to 90% of the profits. Also, join one of our monthly tiers on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/markedoutwrestling, and if you choose the Marking Out tier of $20 a month, we will send you an MOWP shirt as a thank you. Finally, visit collarandelbowbrand.com and use the promo code MARKEDOUT, that's all caps and one word, to receive 10% off of your entire order of Al Snow's popular pro wrestling brand apparel.
Show me the money! Show me the money! You my motherfucker!
And thank you for your support.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.
You're fired!